If you're an ambitious single mom and you spent the last few weeks of December praying that 2026 wouldn't feel like 2025, I understand completely. I understand that feeling. I was that single mom, just desperately wanting something to change. And I want you to just have a huge exhale right now. You've done the mental math. You've considered going back to college just to feel secure. You've tried side hustles that left you more exhausted than when you started. And if you're being honest, you're tired of being the strong one. I'm Teresa Boyce, if you don't know me, and I spent 7 years in that exact loop. It felt like the prayers were going unanswered. But 2026 is the year we stop waiting for a savior and realize that God made you an architect of your life. And this is something that I had to really dial in on. I was solo parenting for 7 years before I started dating him. And I had to really come to terms with the fact of I am my own hero. I have to stop waiting for someone to come save me. I have to get out of my own negative spiral mind. And today I just want to show you today I'm showing you the first 3 steps of the Dream Life method. These are my last 7 years of being an entrepreneur. I had to really dissect what worked for me. What got me from poverty under $2,000 a month to a 6-figure business the last 3 years in a row, and on the process to get into 7. What worked for me? What did I have to do? And so I can help you collapse time and finally feel safe enough to actually build. Because I see so many entrepreneurs, I've worked with hundreds over the last few years, and I see them start, get really excited, gung-ho, it gets hard, and then they stop. And I've really been trying to figure out, how do I help people get past that? What worked for me? Because I had went through that cycle, and I finally got out of it. So what worked for me? So that's what the Dream Life method is helping you stop that start, stop cycle. So step 1, the Neuro-Audit. This is the dream it phase. First step to 2026 isn't a new planner. I know we love getting that shiny new planner that goes and gets dusty by June and is like, where is it? What I want you to do is this. It's a Neuro-Audit. Most of us are trying to build a 6-figure life, or shoot, just a couple $100s to help with groceries. An extra $1,000 a month would be life-changing for a lot of us. If you feel that, let me know in the comments. But our nervous system is stuck and braced for impact. You can't manifest from that space. I'm a full believer in manifestation. I created my own reality before I even knew what that was, or even what the word was, or what that meant. I quantum leaped without even knowing I was doing it. And you can't manifest from chaos. When your brain thinks it's in danger of a bill coming that you can't pay, or co-parenting conflict, it shuts down that visionary center. When we're in so much survival mode, it's hard to think of like, where do we want to go? Where do we want our life to actually look like? Unless we have someone that, yes, that's what the one thing that changed my life back in 2018 was when my now husband asked me, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Is this what you want for your life? And it stepped me out of that survival mode. And it's like, no, I had never been asked that question. So I had no idea. So I want you to stop the survival loop. Before you set a single goal, you have to create an internal safety. This week, your only job is to notice when your heart starts racing and tell your body, we are safe. We are safe to build. You aren't broken and you aren't lazy. That's for dang sure. I know most of us work in 2-3 jobs. You've just been unsupported. Step 1 is you have to learn how to support yourself internally. Step 2 is a non-negotiable decision. In my Becoming Her framework, we use the law of assumption. Have you ever heard of that? Let me know. You don't hope for a better year. Hoping is a vibration of lack. You assume this shit's going to work. You assume the identity of the woman who already has the result. You're not bad. And it's going to feel uncomfortable at first. Like, what am I doing? This doesn't feel normal. I understand. So pick one scary goal. Maybe it's a specific income number, or finally picking your kids up at 3 p.m. every single day. Now stop asking how. This is where we get in trouble. How? This is where we get overwhelmed. We shut down. We freak out. The how is a trap that keeps you stuck in your old reality. Instead, we're going to shift and ask ourselves, how does the woman who already has this move, how does the woman who gets to pick up her kids at 3 p.m., how does she act? What does she do? How does she speak? How does she handle a bad day? You don't wait for proof to move with certainty. You move with certainty, and the proof has no choice but to show up. And I know it sounds a little, okay, Teresa, but I'm telling you, this works. So step 3 is the architect shift. This is the build it phase. Step 3 is where we stop trading exhaustion for income. I almost went back to college because I thought that that was the only real way. I actually went and did a phlebotomy class to get certified because I thought that was a better income stream. But in 2026, the architect shift is about high ticket skills. Have you ever heard of high ticket skills? It's about learning systems that work in the cracks of your day, during nap time, in the carpool line, or after bedtime. Stop looking for a side hustle. Side hustles are a trap to keep you broke. And start looking for a legacy skill. This is where we move from mom mode to architect. You are building a structure that supports your life, not a job that steals it. So Teresa, that's great and all, but what is a high ticket skill? You can look at sales, system building, tech, automation, AI. There are a whole bunch of entrepreneurs out there that hire people to do things for them. And I want you to know that you are not alone. But you are the hero of this story. But you are no longer the lone wolf. Make sure to subscribe if you want. I'm going to be sending out and having more videos around high income skills, becoming a service provider, sales skills, money skills, manifestation, and all of those things that have helped me grow exponentially. 2026 isn't about doing more. It's about becoming the woman who is supported enough to have it all. If this resonated with you, I want you to do 2 things. Comment below, finish this sentence. In 2026, I am the woman who. Let's start that identity shift right now. And then you can join the room. I created a private Facebook community specifically for ambitious single moms who are walking this path. We are doing safety and stability audit all this month of January. The link is in the description. You belong in a room where you don't have to carry it all alone. I'll see you there. And remember, where you are now is not your destiny. This is just the ground you're building on.